Hi there, and welcome back to Loving Life Over 50. It's your friend Patty here, and today we are exploring intermittent fasting. This is a method of eating that's helped millions achieve their health and weight loss goals, but can be a real struggle for certain women. If you've tried intermittent fasting, but found that it doesn't help you lose weight, feel energized, or manage your health, this video is for you. We'll explore why intermittent fasting fails for certain women, especially women over 50, and why it might not be the best fit for you and your lifestyle. By the end, you'll understand how to make informed choices that respect your body's needs and to be able to support your health goals. So, what is intermittent fasting and why do so many want to try it? Intermittent fasting, also known as IF, is a structured way of eating that cycles between eating and fasting windows. Simply put, there are several popular types like the 16-8 method, where you fast for 16 hours and then eat within an 8-hour window. And the 5-2 method is another popular method where you eat normally for 5 days and then limit calories significantly on 2 days. Intermittent fasting is often praised for its benefits. It may support fat burning, stabilize your insulin levels, and potentially improve mental clarity. However, women over 50 can sometimes have different experiences with intermittent fasting. The benefits that some people see might not apply to you in the same way. And it's important to understand why IF fails for some women more often than it does for men or for younger women. One of the most important factors here is hormonal health. As we age, a balance of hormones like estrogen, cortisol, insulin, and even thyroid hormones begin to shift. During perimenopause and menopause, the estrogen levels decrease, which changes how we metabolize food, how we store fat, and how we respond to stress. Estrogen plays a role in regulating insulin sensitivity and even how our bodies handle fasting and hunger cues. So when we attempt to extend fasting, cortisol levels may rise to compensate. Elevated cortisol, which is the stress hormone, makes our body hold on to fat, especially around the abdomen area. For women in menopause or perimenopause, intermittent fasting can create an imbalance by increasing stress and prompting fat storage, which can sabotage the intended effects of the fasting to begin with. The sensitivity to cortisol means that restricting food intake may be interpreted as a form of stress by our bodies. Chronic stress on the body can contribute to fatigue, increased cravings, and even mood changes, making intermittent fasting less effective. If you are in your 50s and you're noticing that fasting leaves you feeling really drained or more anxious, it's likely that your hormones responding to the increased stress. Metabolism changes in women over 50, and the risks of slowing it further are a major reason why intermittent fasting can fail for those of us 50 or over. And it really has primarily to do with metabolism. As we age, our metabolic rate naturally slows, which means that we burn fewer calories at rest. Intermittent fasting promises a way to sort of boost our metabolism through fat burning, but if not done carefully or correctly, it can backfire. Long fasting periods can lead to what's called metabolic adaptation. Your body adjusts to burning fewer calories, assuming food is in short supply. For women who have dieted off and on for years, this can be especially risky. adding fasting to a history of dieting or yo-yo dieting may lead to further metabolic slowdowns, which can result in minimal weight loss or sometimes even weight gain. Some women might struggle with energy dips due to blood sugar imbalances. Fasting can sometimes exacerbate this, especially in those who already have diabetes, insulin resistance, or who struggle with maintaining steady blood sugar levels. So if you're noticing fatigue, sluggishness, or difficulty losing weight, intermittent fasting may be putting undue stress on your metabolism. The critical role of blood sugar stability is another big factor in why intermittent fasting may not work for certain women. When you fast, blood sugar levels can drop, which can lead to irritability, brain fog, and intense cravings for sugary or fatty foods. For women who are more prone to blood sugar fluctuations, fasting may lead to a cycle of cravings and overeating when the fasting period ends. So some women may find themselves hangry at the end of a fasting period and they overeat, undoing any of the potential benefits of calorie restriction. Maintaining steady blood sugar is essential for overall health in general, particularly for women over 50 who might be experiencing change in insulin sensitivity. So instead of long fasting windows, it can be sometimes more effective to eat balanced, low glycemic meals throughout the day. If you'd like more information on what low glycemic means, just let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to share more. This keeps your blood sugar steady and prevents those intense cravings. Gut health is another area where fasting may not be as beneficial for certain women. Fasting can impact our microbiome, which is the diverse community of bacteria that lives in our digestive system. Long periods without food might disrupt the balance of good and bad bacteria, leading to digestive discomfort, bloating, or changes in your bowel habits. Women are already more likely than men to experience digestive issues like irritable bowel syndrome, often referred to as IBS, or bloating, and fasting make these problems even worse for some women. The gut is a key player in overall health, affecting everything from immunity to mood. For women over 50, maintaining a healthy gut microbiome can become even more important as we get older. If fasting is leaving you bloated or uncomfortable, it could be a sign that it's not helping your gut health. In this case, a balanced diet rich in fiber, prebiotics, and probiotics might be a better option than strict fasting for you. Intermittent fasting can increase stress levels and is another hidden factor in why intermittent fasting can fail for certain women. While some people feel mental clarity and focus during fasting, I feel fortunate that I am one of those. Others may find it adds stress and anxiety or even disrupts their sleep. Extended fasting periods can cause cortisol spikes, especially if you're already juggling a busy life. For women over 50 who experience greater sensitivity to stress due to lower estrogen, these cortisol spikes can lead to higher levels of belly fat, poor sleep, and even heightened feelings of stress and overwhelm. If intermittent fasting is causing you to feel more stressed out or mentally strained, consider whether this approach is appropriate for your mental health and emotional well-being. Sometimes a less intense approach to fasting, or maybe no fasting at all, can be a more supportive approach for mental health. If intermittent fasting hasn't worked for you, there are alternative approaches that can still offer benefits without the drawbacks. For instance, mini fasts, such as fasting for the 12-hour period overnight, allows your body to rest without putting too much strain on your metabolism or your stress levels. This might look like finishing your last meal by 6 or 7 and then eating breakfast around 6 or 7 the next morning. Another option is modified fasting, where instead of fasting completely, you consume a low-calorie or low-glycemic meal during your fasting window, reducing hunger pangs and blood sugar drops. A balanced approach with 2 or 3 lighter, nutrient-rich meals a day, focusing on healthy proteins, healthy fats, and high fiber, can also support weight loss, blood sugar stability, and overall wellness without strict fasting protocols. By eating mindfully and choosing foods that will keep you feeling full, you can achieve similar benefits to fasting without triggering the stress response or disrupting your hormones. Now, finally, it's critical to listen to your body. Many women find that focusing on intuitive eating by tuning into hunger and fullness cues works better than following rigid fasting schedules. If you find yourself obsessing over eating windows, feeling deprived, or experiencing intense cravings, it's probably a sign that fasting isn't working for you. Intuitive eating can help women, especially over 50, to connect with what their body truly needs, what it's trying to tell us, supporting our physical and emotional well-being as well. Practicing mindful eating can be as simple as slowing down, paying attention to your body's hunger signals, and focusing on foods that provide lasting energy. This usually comes in the form of healthy fats. This approach helps support a positive relationship with food, which can be more sustainable in the long run than any short-term fasting trend. So in conclusion, remember that health isn't one size fits all, and neither is intermittent fasting. While fasting can offer significant benefits for some, it might not be the best fit for every woman, especially if you're navigating perimenopause or menopause. It's all about finding what works best for you, respecting your body's unique needs, and making choices that feel sustainable and supportive to your body and your health and your mental well-being. If intermittent fasting hasn't worked for you, don't feel discouraged. There are plenty of other ways to nourish yourself and achieve your health goals. I appreciate you being here today. I hope this has been helpful for you. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please consider giving it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to hear you share your thoughts below in a comment. Have you tried intermittent fasting? If you have, what was your experience? Let's continue to support each other on this journey to vibrant health. See you next time. Until then, be good to yourself and be good to others.